This is Morten from INKISH for the third time. We are here at Print Ahead event at HP's beautiful experience center in Alpharetta in Georgia, the United States of America. I'm here with Mark from Color Logic, and Mark, we met each other at Label Expo.
Yes, in Brussels.
How was Label Expo for you?
Excellent, excellent. Print embellishment is alive and well.
So basically, Color Logic, you say that you provide the tools for designers to take advantage of, let's say, the wide capabilities of digital presses, right?
Absolutely.
And why is that important?
Well, all print starts with design. Can you think of anything that comes off these presses that a designer didn't start with?
Should I say AI or?
Well, anymore, and we work on that way too, but no, that's really what it is. All print starts with design. So until we educate and show the brands, the agencies, the design firms what's really possible, what they do and take advantage of just doesn't happen, quite frankly.
And it's funny because when you're now talking, every time you move this, I can see in your face the shininess. Is it just about shininess, or does it have a lot of different applications as well?
Sure, you know, shininess is one thing, but you know what? It's about quality. What people want, whether it be in packaging like at this event or direct mails or wedding invitations, they want the product and the service to be represented in their marketing. So that's what it's about. And metallics is probably one of the leading techniques for doing that.
And in your hand, because I mean, we're obviously here with the HP, and you have, here is a box design for some folding carton. And what you told me just before we started, this is a gold foiled paper, silver foiled paper. And then you have added print to it, including the white print, in order to make the patterns and reflections.
And
right?
the embellishments.
Yeah.
White is the new gold.
White is the new gold. So that basically means that instead of thinking of buying these, let's say, relatively expensive embellishment machines in digital, you can basically, by utilizing the right understanding of how you use the substrates together with white, you can get similar effects. Is that what you're saying?
And a single pass.
In a single pass. And that, I mean, obviously that saves the PSPs and the converters a shitload of money, but it also gives opportunity to create added value print that you might not even have thought about, right?
That is correct. And also when you start doing things post-finishing, you're taking away the intent of the designer. So all of a sudden, it's not bad to do it, but you have to go back to the designer and say, did we get it right?
And one of the things I imagine that is a problem for a designer is how do you imagine this? Because I mean, a screen does not have reflections. You cannot see like a silver surface on the screen the same way as you see it on a physical substrate. What do you do in order to help the designers with that?
Well, actually, we have a viewing tool called FX Viewer. So after you've done creating your file, you save it, we can visualize it on the monitor. We actually rip the file, so we'll show you the effects on the monitor before you go to press.
So does that mean that, like, I think you showed me just before, that does mean that you have like kind of 3D render of the project, so you basically see how it reflects in different conditions of light?
Yep. Exactly, and that way a designer could be in the building, or they could be 3,000, 4,000 miles like you flew to get here.
And that is pretty amazing. So how, I mean, do people understand this technology that you're providing, or is it still like, let's say, maybe not new, but like something where you have a lot of education to the market before they grasp it? Or
we have to continue to educate. It's not just educating, you know, the designers, but we're actually educating the printers, the press manufacturers, and what's really possible with their press. They do a great job building it, but we have to help the designers understand what to do with it. So
here we have, let's say, a kind of a, let's say, color chart. It's a little bit difficult to see in the light here.
Yes.
But that is like, to me it looks like, and I said that before, maybe it's the wrong words, but it looked to me like you have like when you have the cold foils and then you have an overprint on them in order to have different shades of the, is that similar to what?
Yes, very similar. 924 colors with one silver substrate. And we also work with cold foil, by the way.
Yeah. And from a printer's perspective, what is the difference from cold foil to this, what we see here?
I think you'd have a hard time with regard to cold foil.
Are you telling me you don't know it yourself?
I can tell you we do both, and it's so close, I think you'd be amazed.
Okay, and this is a revenue opportunity basically, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So the thing that you sell, is that the software and the tools for primarily the designers?
Yeah, we sell a license to the printer to produce our files, and then we give them so many copies of our software to distribute to their agencies or their brand clients so they can design for their press. It's a way of giving a hook to them.
And that is basically, you know, in this event here, is very important because that basically gives the let's say, a revenue opportunity for the PSPs investing in these presses, right? Because this is added value print, so this is higher margin products, right?
Higher margin and also less waste because it's a process. It's not a guessing game or trial and error.
Yeah. And I mean, tell me a little bit about Color Logic. How old are you, and is this what you do, or?
Well, my wife makes me do it, yes, but no. We've been doing this for 15 years in March, and we started in packaging and offset, flexo, et cetera. These digital engines open up new opportunities for us, and we're also in large format. So anything that has white, and we do gravure, flexo, offset, you name it. So it's a good way to make a living because you know what? We're about Swiss. There's nobody that does what we do yet.
Okay, so you're exclusive on this market so far.
15 years so far.
And do you think that that exclusive position that you have got here, has that paid off enough compared to all the opportunities in the market, or is there still a huge potential?
Oh, there's so much potential because you know what? Everybody sells a lot of 5th color, 6th color, now here a lot more colors at HP Indigo. Yeah. But nobody's really utilizing those inks because we still have to educate the brands and the agencies. Yeah. And guess what? Everybody's had a turnover since COVID, so we're going back and re-educating what's possible.
Yeah. And how do you do that?
Well, that's why we work with our partners at these kind of events.
Okay, so you kind of relying on how partners are distributing the information that you have. Okay, that is not a good strategy.
It's one strategy. We also do a pull strategy. We call on brands and I educate them on what they can do with the printing process.
See, I like that answer better.
Push pull. You'll never get, no offense to printers, they're usually bad marketers because they're so busy trying to help their clients. So we actually do a push pull strategy. Yeah.
But Mark, it seems that you have something here that needs a little bit more attention from the market. Do you think that the press in general gives you enough coverage for this? I mean, this is super cool, right? I mean, do you think that you get, because I mean, it's easy to show a new 100K or a new V12 or something like that, but do you think that the media in general gives you enough coverage of these kind of things?
We're a small company and that's the weakness of our company. Yeah. We're not very big, but you know, when people see the results, like you've just seen over the table, and they walk away, they go, wow. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. So we actually try to educate printers. The number one thing for selling embellishments is produce samples. Yeah. So we provide our clients 125 press-ready marketing files with 300 SKUs. Okay. Because what happens, they usually buy a press and they forget how to market it. They think, oh, we buy it, they will come. That doesn't happen anymore.
Fantastic. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for the education here on INKISH. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great.